Welcome back to the channel, everybody, and I hope you're all doing great. So today what I want to talk about is, was Krisk worth it? Am I even using Krisk on my account? Because I'm going to be 100% honest with you guys. When I was first going for him, I'm not trying to improve my clan boss team. My clan boss team's already pretty good. So my clan boss team, let's go over here and look at it. Well, let's get out of the Doom Tower. But speaking of Doom Tower, I use Seer. I use Seer teams in Doom Tower. So my Doom Tower team doesn't really need a Krisk. Krisk is amazing in Doom Tower if you need a good team. If you don't already have one, right? My Ultra Nightmare clan boss team, let's go down here. 78 million, one key Ultra Nightmare. Don't really need Krisk for that. I mean, obviously you can build an amazing clan boss team with Krisk. Easy one key, like above and beyond insane numbers of one key, but I don't really need to do that. I just leave the Bat Eater team on full auto and it runs it. So throughout the Krisk tournament, which my bracket, I ended up with like 140,000 points. So it wasn't super difficult per se. People in my bracket, they just didn't really even try, or they weren't in the spot to try. Either way, I ended up winning Krisk. So today I want to talk about, was he worth it? Because like I said, at the beginning of it, going through it, I wasn't even 100% sure where all I would use him outside of Hydra. Now, Krisk, let's go ahead and take a quick look at him. Before I show you guys his gear is some top secret build, okay? I'm working on this. Don't tell nobody, okay? Keep this to yourself. Use it on your Krisk, but don't tell anybody else, okay? I think this is actually probably the one champion who makes the most sense with this build, with this set of gear specifically. Now, I just now did this today, like literally a few hours ago. Before this, he was in just like a hodgepodge of gear. Now, I know you're wondering why I don't have a full 6-piece set, because a 6-piece set of protection will give me a 30% chance instead of a 15% chance to protect the buffs that he casts. But unfortunately, I don't have the gear to actually do that. I literally have no chest plate in protection set. So it's unfortunate, but also I do prioritize the stats here quite a bit as well. So it just so happens that I had some speed boots, 6-star. They don't have great substats, but they have defense percent, so it's okay. And then I have decent rolls on these other pieces. So it was good enough to make sense to actually go ahead and equip it to him. And it ended up working out amazing. Honestly, you guys let me know, what champion have you found a use for the protection set on? Because to be honest, I don't think there's a ton of champions who actually get a ton of value out of the protection set. Because protection versus stone skin, you're an absolute terror in the arena. Like, nobody can damage you. Nobody can do, basically, it's 80% of the damage, so it's basically nothing. But protection, you need kind of a turn. For most champions, you actually need to take a turn. Champions like Siphi, Cardiel, Duchess, if you actually get a turn and you get your buffs protected, it's absolutely amazing. But if you don't, it's kind of rough. Valkyrie could be a pretty solid option, I guess, because she does that turn meter manipulation and she can cut in. So she could definitely be a solid option. But Krisk over here, he places this massive meaty shield, okay? At the start of each round, so at the beginning of an arena match, places a shield buff on all allies for 2 turns equal to 50%. That is a huge, huge shield. 50% of this champion's max HP. I need no shield set for my Go Second Arena teams. I got him in a team right now. I've been enjoying it. It's honestly a big place where I have him is in the arena, which, speaking of, a lot of people I feel like say that Krisk is kind of fallen out of being useful in the arena. But to be honest, I think he fits much better than a lot of people who have him not in their arena teams realize. Because like Seeker, I think a lot of times people with Seeker as well, they throw him in the clan boss, they don't use him for the arena whatsoever. But even in the Bat Eater build, Krisk, even in a clan boss build, can still do very, very well in the arena. I'm gonna get into why. Actually, it's right here in this ability. Okay, first the shield. Absolutely amazing. Without protection set, or without the protection set actually protecting the shield, it's going to be easily stripped. So if you're not running high resistance on your champions, it's going to be a little difficult. But the second part of this has a 75% chance, books up to a 100% chance of placing, well, let's make sure 70, 80, 90, 100% chance of placing decreased defense and, very important, decreased attack on the attacker for 1 turn when hit. Now, this is absolutely massive when you're going against nukers. If you put Krisk in the second spot of your arena team, so you have like a Duchess leader, Krisk in the second spot, and then whoever else behind him, your people behind him will take damage as if the damage dealer already had the decreased attack applied to them. So the damage you're taking is going to be mitigated. So it's a very, very nice addition. Just like Seeker, when he's in the leader and he places the increased defense on everybody, and then your people behind him get the benefits from that. Krisk is the same way, but he does decrease attack to the attacker. So if you have like a decreased attack on the attacker from Krisk and a Seeker in the lead, you got a great Go Second team for the arena right there. And you don't even have to have any specific builds per se. But the shield just works absolutely amazing when it actually gets protected. Now, granted, 15% chance is pretty low, but 15% chance on each person. So across 4 people, I don't know what that exactly rounds out to, but if somebody gets that big shield, the way my team is set up, only one person I really want the shield on, but to be honest, everybody makes sense. Now, another great thing about this is his A2, he's actually extending the duration of buffs. So he's placing that big shield, he gets back around, extends the duration. So now if the buff does get protected, now that buff's gonna be protected for an extra turn. It's actually very, very nice. I'm gonna jump in the arena in a little while and show you guys, but this attacks all enemies, places ally protection buff on all allies except for this champion for 2 turns. So this ability has buffs. It also increases the duration of all allies buffs. I don't wanna read all this stuff to you guys too much because you probably already know what Krisk does, but it extends buff durations, places ally protection on everybody, and places 2 15% continuous heal buffs on this guy when he already has a pretty big HP pool as it is. And then his A3 places provoke on the enemy, places increased defense buff on this champion, and increased speed on everybody else. And these are both on very low cooldowns. So this guy is an absolute buffing machine, amazing debuffs from his passive ability. And I think he is like the star candidate for protection gear, which is honestly a gear set that I haven't really seen anybody using as far as like actually trying to complete a full set to get the benefits from the protect. And even on Hydra, it can make sense. I don't see Krisk as somebody who's like, okay, you have to put him in Stone Skin. I've seen Stone Skin Krisks and they're annoying. They're hard to kill, but it's not like a Stone Skin Necrit where he's actually taking a lot of damage, like absorbing a lot of damage from an ally until the ally protection goes up, of course. It's not like a Stone Skin Duchess who, once you get to her turn, she's going to res. A Stone Skin Krisk, I think, is decent, but I don't think it's that valuable. Honestly, I think a protection set's just much more valuable. But let's look at his stats, what I focused on. So 79,000 HP. Obviously, I want to push as much HP as I can, making for about a 40,000 HP shield. Defense, he has very good base defense as it is. And it wasn't super hard to get some good defense on him. As far as my pieces of gear go, I don't actually have any defense percentage main stat pieces anywhere on the account. It just so happens that the accessories, the subsets I have work out in my favor and gives me a pretty good defense number. So that's where I'm at right there. Very good survivability. On the ring, we got pretty lucky on these rolls. I got 2 reaction accessories. That's another big thing, is having the protection set allows for more reason to have reaction, because if you have Stone Skin, you may be a little hesitant to have reaction because Stone Skin mitigates so much damage already. You may want the higher stats from other pieces of gear, but with protection, doesn't matter. Revenge or reaction accessories work absolutely amazing. But going back to his stats now, speed. This was really depending on where you want to do with Hydra. So right now I use my Krisk in Hydra, I use them in Faction Wars, and I use them in the arena. I'm going to talk about the arena in just a second, but this right here is the stats of the Hydra. So depending on what level of Hydra you're doing and which rotation it is, will depend on how much accuracy and resistance you have. I'm just going to adjust as needed. So like if I need 400 accuracy, I typically bring a decreased accuracy champion anyways, or if I need 400 resistance, I usually bring a decreased accuracy champion anyways, whether it's Lady Kimmy or Geomancer. So then I only need like 200 resistance instead. So right now my Krisk's resistance is okay at 218, but to be honest, I'll probably switch him out with a resistance banner when I use him on Hydra, which is no problem because it's literally only one time a week when I do that or whatever it may be, because he can only be used in one team anyways. But this has all the information you need. Right now on hard, the fastest right now seems to be 220. So ideally, I would have him at 220 plus speed. But since I do typically run like a Siffy or another turn meter or speed booster, it works out perfectly fine. He's going to be going before the Hydra head. So if you're going to use him in Hydra, make sure those stats check out. Right now, he's perfectly fine in Hydra. Now, yesterday, I'd actually posted on Discord a picture of my Masteries. These are the Masteries I had yesterday. So we have the support tree as well as the offense tree. I'm making sure my webcam actually is showing you guys what's going on here, but we have War Master. So I was using War Master on Hydra, but since I want to transition him to the arena even more, I've actually switched to this mastery setup right here. Got some more resistance, got some more damage mitigation, got some this Resurgent, a very good mastery as well. And then I picked up the extra accuracy down here from the bottom, as well as this counterattack retribution mastery. I think it all ties together very, very well. Now, if you need more resistance, just pick up Unshakable. But if you need more accuracy, go Eagle Eye. It just really depends on where your account's at and what you prioritize. So guys, that's what's going on with Krisk. So far, I'm enjoying him a lot more now, because when I first won him from the tournament, I used him in Faction Wars. It was actually a Lizardman day when I won him. Got a really good Lizardman Faction War stage now, Faction War stage 21, and I love it. Absolutely love it. Krisk has been a huge help to my account, and I didn't even realize he was going to be this good. Now, let's take a look at the arena, okay? We're going to do a little bit of just some fun matches in the arena. We did just get a lost. Mr. Aga beat me. So his Warlord, he got me. But this is what the defense is currently set up. We have Cardiel in the lead. We have Krisk, Duchess, and Leoris. Now, this is what I was going to talk about as far as even if you don't have Krisk protection, you can still apply it to other champions. Honestly, let me know down below if there's any other champions that you think protection is good for. The most important thing here is the champion positioning, Seeker in the lead, Krisk's second spot. If you're using a team like that, this go second team I'm going to show you guys, I think has been pretty good. I'm going to show you my defenses here as well, my battle log. Let's see. So 25 minutes ago, I just now threw this defense in, so it makes sense why it's not getting a whole lot of wins. I'm just now trying it out. I don't know if the presets are all correct. Okay, they are. They do look like they're correct. When we're looking at the battle log, it looks like a Siphi, Arbiter, Trenda, Warlord team beat us. So far, 2 Warlord teams beat us, which is not that surprising. Honestly, Warlord just rolls the entire arena. But it looks like I need to go through here and actually change some of my teams up because we're getting beat up. This third team over here with a Krisk and a Duchess. I don't know what my third team actually is right now, my defense. Okay, so we have Arbiter, Lysandra. I just need some more damage over there in general. That's why we couldn't beat the Ursuga. I'll probably put I had Lydia in there. I'll probably put Lydia back in there, but working on getting back into gold 4. I don't know why I even fell out of it. Honestly, actually, it was because I just got lazy with the arena. Got lazy with it, got distracted, and we fell. We fell from gold 4, and now we're in gold 2, but hopefully gold 3 for next CVC. This team right here, guys, I'm gonna turn it on. We're gonna run it on full auto, and I've actually been enjoying it, like I said. And Leoris is an absolute beast. But if I had Kandrafon, oh man, he'd be even better. Because Leo is amazing, but he's not necessarily tanky. He does have the unkillable, but it can be stripped. Whereas Kandrafon is so tanky, especially with Duchess. So incredibly tanky. But Leo just absolutely wrecks through teams. Cardio with the cleanse there. And then this is pretty cool. Okay, so this shield on Duchess is protected. That's what the protection set looks like in case you guys didn't know what it looked like. So we have Cardiel can't be removed on his revive on death, but Krisk's shield can't be removed. And it's on the Duchess who had Stone Skin. And now watch this. So it's a 2 turn right now on Duchess because I guess Lysandra reduced her turn meter. So let's go ahead and extend that duration. So 2 turns is now 3 turns of a 40,000 HP shield, okay? Madame Saris would have stripped that, but she didn't because it was protected. My Duchess doesn't have much resistance at all, but I'm liking that set. I'm liking the protection set. It's only a 15% chance, but it's making me actually want to do Hydra now because I really want a chest plate, and I got a pair of gloves that are pretty good. I really want a chest plate that makes sense, so I can go ahead and throw that on him, get him that extra base speed, get him that extra chance to actually protect those debuffs. Because on this team, if you guys want to check it out, I'll show you guys again. Let's not do a Warlord. I can beat it. It just takes a little bit longer. It's not really worth it. On this team, the only person who really needs the shield to be protected, or like if it is protected, it's like a huge boost, is Cardiel. Because Duchess has Stone Skin. She's not taking any damage. Leo has Unkillable. Doesn't really matter as long as he doesn't have block debuffs or anything like that on him, or block buffs. And then Krisk, he's going to be pretty tanky. He doesn't really need the shield protected, but of course it is nice if he does get it. So Cardiel is absolutely amazing. Everybody else, really nice if they get it, but not a huge deal. So if I was bringing a shield set, kind of same thing. If it gets stripped, not a big deal. Typically, if you're relying on shields though, you don't run against Madame Saris teams because she's just going to strip the shields. And everybody knows she's just going to strip them right off. So you're typically pretty careful about that. With Ghost Second teams, there's a lot of different Ghost Second teams to build, and they're very, very particular about who you go against, most of them. Now, not all of them. There's some Ghost Second teams you can make that you can pretty much attack a wide variety of champions. Just now, I may have messed that up. I don't know exactly what's going on. It's kind of hard to do videos and arena content at the same time, apparently. Apparently, I can't do both at the same time. But watch Krisk. He's going to, well, I think he's actually already used all of his buffs. Let's go ahead and back out of this. No reason to fight it till the end. We can cycle back around to Duchess's res. This Foley's not going to kill us. We have so many buffs on us. Madame's going to strip them. Not a big deal. We're just going to go ahead and pass it up. It would take forever to actually finish that out. Let me go ahead and scroll here to another team. I'm picking all these strip teams just because I want to hopefully showcase the impact that protection set's having, and maybe some people start using it more. Because like I said, I haven't seen anybody use it. I would love to see if anybody else is actually using protection set anywhere. And I think Krisk is a great option. Now I know Krisk is obviously a void champion. He's not actually landing the protection set, so it's 15% chance. Whenever I decide to record, maybe it goes down to like a 5% chance because that's what it feels like. Because earlier I was actually landing some protections, but now I'm not, unfortunately. But it doesn't matter because Leo just one-shots everybody anyways, right? This Leo over here is gonna one-shot me, but guess what? Cardio's gonna res everybody. Now Krisk did, I think, protect that continuous heal on himself, which is very nice. I mean, if Madame tries to strip a continuous heal and she can't, oh my gosh, Krisk is gonna be healing up so much each turn. Let's go ahead and refresh this list a few more times. I want to find strip champs. Okay, I want to find Kymars and Madames just to showcase for this video. Not necessarily the best idea in general because Stone Skin, obviously, it's it's going to have a hard time against strips because the more attempts at stripping the stone skin, the more likely they are to actually get it off. So Leo has this shield protected, which is very nice because now Trunda is going to hit much less hard. If that makes sense. Not as hard. That's not how you say that, but either way, you guys get the point. Let's see if he gets anything else protected whenever he gets a turn. Everything was stripped. I should have used the ally attack on cardio, but that's not the purpose of the video necessarily. So kill everybody. There we go. Leo. Apparently it's a Leo showcase today. Res everybody. Go ahead. Perfect. I love it. I love it. Let's go ahead and get all the champions back to life and we'll just do it again, right? Leo will just go through, kill them all once more. Now this A1 ability, I mean, Krisk plus Cardio I think is very good because his ally attack, Cardio's ally attack, you actually can't see him because he's right behind me, but Krisk's A1 has a slow, AoE slow, so not everybody's slowed. Leo hits like an absolute truck, and Duchess does Duchess stuff. But he works very well with these two, I think. So he's still not protecting anything. I really want to get that extra piece of protection gear. The extra two, actually, I really only need one extra piece. I really need a chest plate. Then should be good to go. After that, shouldn't be too much of an issue. But I just really need that. Now that Trunda, I think, was in immunity, or the last one was. If they're in immunity, obviously the damage isn't going to be mitigated from them. This right here, we have a Ramen 2, which Ramen 2 blocks the passives, which won't actually matter because other than Duchess absorbs some more damage. But other than that, it won't matter because Krisk uses his passive at the beginning of the match. He'll protect everything. Hopefully he protects everything this time. Let's see. Krisk, are you going to do something good? Oh, there we go. Got another protection on Leo. All right, that is what it is. But even on Hydra, like I said, if they're stripping stuff, it doesn't really matter. Cardio gets rid of everything. He's a pretty good Ramen 2 counter as far as like getting his passive blocked, which is irrelevant to his like real kit, except for against like Hegemons and specific teams. So we'll go ahead and extend everything. Maybe get something. Okay, we got the continuous heal protected. So I've seen him protect quite a bit of stuff. Like I said, I definitely want to get that extra 2 pieces. But right now, it just seems to make sense because like what other set would really make a ton of sense on Krisk? Stone Skin, like I said, it works, but nothing crazy. Swift Parry, it could definitely work. I mean, you have shield set for double shields. You could have a bunch of different options, but I'm feeling like protection just makes a lot of sense for this champion. We'll go ahead and hit this Hegemon team. I probably won't be able to win because of the Warlord. Super annoying champion, but maybe we do. Maybe we do win. Maybe we'll be perfectly fine. Krisk, go ahead and protect everybody. Protect the shield. Either way, even if he doesn't protect it, we still got a thick, juicy shield on our champions. I mean, it's literally a 40,000 HP shield. So if they have no strip champion, they're not killing me. They're definitely not killing me with all this protection from everybody. So let's go ahead and get Cardio to cleanse everybody. Oh, just kidding. Cardio can't cleanse nobody. So I'm going to back out of this. Not worth the headache for you guys to watch. But either way, guys, thank you all for watching this video. That's my opinions on Krisk. And overall on the champion training tournament, was it worth it? Yeah, I think it was definitely worth it. I mean, Krisk is an awesome champion, but more so if it was worth it or not, I wanted to let you guys know how my Krisk is built, what's going on with my Krisk, how you guys can build yours if you do have one. I know Krisk has been out for a while, so a good portion of you have him, but I also think Krisk is a very underrated champion as far as being in arena teams. I think he got the rep of being just a shield champion, just a thick shield champion in the arena, and while he's great at that, he's still a very solid champion to provoke the enemy, to place a decreased attack on the nukers before they damage your enemies behind them in positioning. So it's a great champion overall. Thank you all very much for watching the video. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one.